Hey everyone, Eric Broadman here, one half the EVH Gear Discussion team. We're here from NAMM 2017 at the EVH Gear booth and joined by product specialist, product manager. What is your official title, Matt?
Product development manager, but I market manage all EVH. I do some of the high performance for Jackson and Charvel, but mainly I handle all EVH stuff. So product development from ideation, I work with R&D, supply chain, so forth, until we get to the product, what we see today.
Fantastic. Well, we had a bit of a sneak peek here today. We didn't get a chance to try everything, but you've got a couple new things that everyone's talking about. Let's go through and do that right now. Just tell us what's new.
Okay, so first we'll start with Wolfgang Special out of our North American facility. Okay, this is going to be a basswood arch-topped body. One thing I do want to let everybody know for the forums, for the world, for the websites, everything out there, that all the Stripe series are not graphics, okay? They're all painted. They're all paint jobs. And that's one misconception that people don't realize because we haven't shown a step-by-step process, but that may be something in the future that I might leak out there, showing each step process so that you guys understand that it is a paint job, because thing is, the graphic obviously in people's minds is, well, okay, that's not authentic. It's not authentic for us. Right. This is a real deal. So multi-step process.
How long roughly from start to finish in days, weeks?
Probably just for paint alone, it's probably 2.5 weeks with dry, intersand, you know, and all that. But for a guitar from start to finish, I'd say maybe 3 weeks, depending when it hits the mill and so forth. But anyways, getting back to this one, so you guys know all paint jobs. Arch-topped basswood body. It features direct mount Wolfgang pickups with black bobbins. FRT 1000 EVH Floyd Rose bridge with a D-tuner equipped. You also get a low friction EVH Bourne's pot, high friction tone pot. You set it, you forget it, you bump it. It doesn't move as much as quick as this. Okay. Also, compound radius 12 to 16, quarter sawn neck, jumbo frets, thumb wheel butt adjust, easy, left to loosen, right to tighten. Exactly. Three-way toggle. You got bridge, middle, neck. USA stuff is reversed. All the other stuff is standard.
Gotcha.
Okay? These have an R2 nut. All the other Stripe series feature R3 nuts, which are a little wider.
Okay.
This is a little more narrow nut. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
Also has a black headstock, chrome hardware through and through. Okay? Next one, the one that everybody's been talking about, waiting for, I'm excited about. This is the 5150 guitar. So this is an homage. One of the best homages out there, one of the most exact, can't call it a real replica because it's not relict, but this is an homage still. This is a different paint job, and it's also a satin finish.
I love the satin finish, honestly. I do.
Yeah.
I do love it.
It's killer. You can hear the difference too on this. So if you look at that,
it's a big difference.
You see this, the paint job difference. You also see the gloss to the satin.
The gloss is nice, but the satin also has its own value.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. No, are you a fan of the satin?
I love the satin.
Yeah, it does. It feels sexy, man. It's nice.
It does.
And the space tape is done nice as well too.
Yeah. So it took a while to get all this right. I did reverse engineering on the guitar. We did autopsy shots in order to get the stripes exactly the way that they are.
Yep.
Even as close as getting this here.
Yes.
So all these things you'll see even curving up there.
Oh, wicked.
Keeping these lines together. Everything is from the model.
Yeah.
So satin finish, new stripe pattern. This is the last step process. This is applied on the top. You can feel it just like his.
And that is physical tape that could come off if you were to peel it. Like it's physically there.
It's an application decal.
Okay.
So if as you play, if it starts to wear off just like his, it'll look like that.
That's right.
Okay. We apply one on the headstock as well.
Yeah.
We also, not a lot of people know this, but on the original, there's one right there.
Yes, exactly. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question I've got to ask you, just because a lot of people that watch our show, they're commenting on the headstock. Some love it, some don't. I love it. I think there's obviously have to be some differences with the Kramers and things.
Yeah, it's an homage. Yeah. So we just took so the body. Let's talk about the body.
Sure.
So it's an offset body from our regular Stripe series, and this is a newly designed, modern-looking headstock that we feel for this guitar works.
Yep.
So it's not a copy of anything. It's our own. So
it's a tribute. It's a tribute.
Yep. You also have the stinger on the back, just like his. Small feature here. These are little details. Output jack was moved from here to here.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So just like his, it comes straight out the bottom.
I kind of like that too, because you reach over here, you never seem to find it, but if it's on the side, you tend to get it easier.
Yeah.
Nice.
So down to the specs. It's an all basswood body, low friction EVH Bourne's pot. It's got a direct mount Wolfgang pickup, black bobbins, FRT 1000 EVH Floyd.
Fantastic.
D-tuner. Quarter sawn neck, compound radius 12 to 16. Thumb wheel butt adjust for easy adjustment.
That's gonna be a big seller this year.
Yeah, it's a very cool guitar. Okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. That was a nice look at that guitar.
Yeah, so this is going to be the EVH Signature model, Edward Van Halen Signature. Okay, so everybody's used to seeing him play the Stealth on tour.
Yep.
Until he played the Ivory, that was Relic. But getting back to this, originally it was all black hardware. All the Stealths were black hardware.
Yep.
Over time, as his taste changed, he wanted to put chrome hardware on the bridge and the nut to have a more open, bright sound.
Okay.
Because the black hardware tends to darken it a little bit.
I can see that.
Okay. Also, the way that we apply this finish, it tends to darken the body sound as well. So with the chrome and this, it's a real good marriage.
Kind of opened it up a little tiny bit.
It did. And one thing that people need to know, on all USA models, whether it's trans or solid, there's a maple cap on there that thick.
Okay.
Okay. So people need to know that this is basswood with a maple cap.
Very nice.
You can feel the weight on this too.
Oh yeah, that's some serious weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So on this, new features. BI Tech pot, just like on the Tour Relic.
Okay.
So this isn't a Bourne's pot, but it's low friction. This is military grade, good for 1,000,000 turns.
Okay.
During tour, he was playing Cathedral and so forth, and he found out that he was kind of hearing the pot wipe.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't bad, but he was hearing it.
Yeah.
So we sourced something else, Chip and the team sourced something else, and that's what we came up with. Okay. You also have the stutter switch, kill switch there.
Yeah.
Okay. Historically, all Wolfgang guitars use Alnico 2 magnets. This one has Alnico 2 here, which is the regular Wolfgang, but this is an Alnico 3 magnet. This has never been found in any other Wolfgang, so this is brand new.
Nice to know.
What it does is it opens up the sound, a little more clarity, not as much bass response, doesn't overdrive your input gain.
Okay.
So it's very clean. You switch to that neck pickup on clean, it's crystal clear. So you won't overdrive it.
Nice.
On an older amp that we make, the original 5150, the clean tends to have a little bit of dirt to it.
Okay.
This will open it up. If you run your gain back, run this down, now it's going to sparkle.
That'd be very nice.
Okay. Also, you'll notice that we're using eye hooks on these.
Yep.
Just like
stock.
his. This comes installed on the guitars, as well as the dog clasps and the
Put on
strap.
your, oh, it comes with the strap too?
What you see here
Is what you get. Fantastic.
Yeah. This is exactly what Ed plays.
Give us an idea of retail on that.
Street price on this is going to be around $33.99,
Okay.
$32.99. Yeah. So this is the Stealth.
I love the weight on that guitar.
Yeah, it features an ebony. Oh, you know what? One last thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on the next specs and I'll talk about the headstock.
Certainly.
Ebony fingerboard, stainless steel vintage frets, dots,
Okay.
quarter saw neck, 12 to 16 radius. So on a tilt back headstock, most people know for tuning stability and angle for the pressure of the strings, it has a better tone and the way it downward pressure. All those guitars have a scarf joint on the back.
Okay.
This is one solid piece of maple going through.
Straight through.
So we use a thick piece of lumber.
Okay.
We cut it out. So that's a premium feature that you will see on all USA guitars.
Great to know.
Okay? It's been that way. That's not a new thing.
No, okay, good.
Okay. On the Ivory, you'll have glossed urethane finish. You'll have block inlays instead of dots.
Okay.
All the same features that you just saw.
Same pickup configuration like you said?
Same pickup.
Okay.
Yep.
That's nice. It's nice it's coming with the strap and the eye hook.
Yeah, everything you see is there. Okay, last but not least, we have a new amp to the family.
I've been waiting for this one.
LBXII. The original LBX1 had the famous blue and red channels, okay, from the amps. This one has a new defined clean, like the EL34.
Yeah.
Okay. And it also has a different blue channel. It's a little more compressed. It's wet, but it still has really open, chimey sensation. It depends on how high you get your gain.
Yes.
One big thing you'll also see is dual concentric knobs. So on the clean and the overdrive, you can separate them two with volume and gain, but you'll have global EQ and presence and resonance.
Love that.
Reason is, on clean, if I want sparkle, I'm gonna run my gain low.
Yeah.
I'll run my volume there. On my channel 2, I'll run my gain high if I'm playing rock, and I'll run my volume probably there. And then now when you switch, it's level match. There's
Perfect.
no jump.
No jumps. That's good.
No jump at all. So that's new to this amp. It has 2 EL34 JJs, 4 12AX7 JJs. It has an all-tube effects loop, just like the original.
Resonance?
Resonance knob. It also has a quarter switch, so you can go from 15 watts to 3.5.
Love that as well.
Okay.
A lot of people are really mistaken how loud this thing can be.
It's monstrous.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Like a lot of the shows that you've seen, some of my shows and Mark and I shows,
Yeah.
when we're doing the demos, it's actually too loud for the room on a quarter of a power.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. People are surprised at the show when I'm demoing it, or I'm having an artist demo it, or I'm just showing how low it is, and they see where the knob is at, and then I'll start turning it to even 3 o'clock, like a clock.
Yes.
And it's like it's it's so loud, it's so bassy, it's so big, and they're like, it's coming out of that?
I know.
So that's the cool thing
you know
about
something
it.
else that's really, really cool, take a second of your time, what we find on the show a lot is with the new lunchbox, the thing I think it's going to be great about, there are some players that still like to run overdrive pedals and things to their amps, and the 5150s have been very good for taking the pedals. So I think this is going to be not only a hot seller because it's got the clean channel now that everyone's really wanted, but you technically could have a 3-channel with one of your favorite overdrive pedals.
Yeah, you could do that as well, and notating on the effects loop how good this takes effects.
Yes.
So we recently just did a video with one of our artists, Jordan Ziff, and through this amplifier with verb or delay, it really opens up the amp a lot with clean and or with gain to see what it does when you input something through the effects loop. So that's something that's really important on this amp to show, which we try and do on the videos. But proof's in the pudding. I think you really just need to buy one and check it out. You buy it, you won't regret it. It's amazing. It's only 15 pounds. There's an optional gig bag that you can buy that streets out at $49.
Perfect.
You can put all your stuff in there.
I do like the cosmetics of it as well too, because a lot of people are going to want to have the old one, the new one, and they're not the same thing with a different package. It's nice. It took some time in that as well.
Yeah, so we did a white cage, we did black front as opposed to a black cage and white front on the original LBX.
Just ask you, this is not brand new at this moment, but the EL34, anything, how's that going?
It's going great. It's forecasted to sell more than we thought it would. I knew it was going to sell, but you have people out there that thought it was going to be something in their head that it may have not been when it came out. Right. But once they heard it, they were like, wait, hold on. This thing is different than everything in the line. It sounds so amazing. It has a really good clean channel, but it's got that compression that I'm looking for.
Yes.
So this thing's done really well, and it's going to continue to. And nothing's being discontinued. This is a family of amps.
That's nice to know.
Every single one is different. So that's something really good to know.
Fantastic. I think that pretty much sums up everything. We've got fantastic accessories as always from EVH Gear.
Yeah.
We're very pleased. We've been very happy with how you've treated us on the show and things like that as well. As EVH artists, we're very thankful. So thank you so much, Matt. And I know you were probably tired like everybody else. And
it's all good.
Thanks so much. Live from EVH Gear, NAMM 2017. EVHgeardiscussion.com. Thanks so much. Cheers.